Steve Floating lookalike Harry welcoming new owner Romanov and chief exec Fedotovas to Tynecastle, with all eyes on another Lithuanian, Miklunas, who's a welcome addition to an ever-evolving Hearts side. Kelly also adopting a 4-4-2 and being 1 point adrift of Motherwell before the match, hoping a win here would leapfrog them into the top 6. Referee for this match, John Underhill.
Well, there can be no question here of familiarity breeding contempt. These teams meeting once again after that cup tie last week, and a replay to come in midweek. Handball, and perhaps accidental, but given nevertheless a chance now for Miklunas. Oh, brilliant play! A terrific goal by Miklunas, and Hearts take the lead. Miklunas, coolness personified as he went through there in goalkeeper Combe. Oh, what a superb finish that is. So a tough time coming up perhaps for Kilmarnock. Here's Miklunas. Should be brimful of confidence now. Delightful ball in, that was Lee Miller. What a chance for Hearts. Hart did well, so did Simmons. Miklunas. Good movement there by Nielsen. An own goal by Fowler. Well, the surface again, treacherous for defenders. It was very good movement though on the far side from Hearts. Excellent play involving Miklunas. And then the overlapping Robbie Nielsen. That was a very dangerous ball he played in, and Fowler on his weaker side, snatching at the attempted clearance. That's Nielsen switching the play to Wallace. The gap opened up for him. Good play by the youngster. Miklunas again. Miller's onside. What a chance for Hearts. And once again, appalling defending by Kilmarnock. McAllister to Wallace. Oh, it's good play. Wyness takes over and hits the crossbar. Blocked by Miller. Well, David Lilley seemed to misjudge that in flight. Here's Miklunas. His pace is important again. Another chance for a attempt on goal. It's off the line by Combe. Dennis Wyness with a header. Now just look at the ton of pace here by Miklunas going outside, leaving. They checked back inside. Good powerful shot with the left foot. It fell there to Wyness with a very deliberate header. And Alan Combe did brilliantly in goal for Kilmarnock. Wyness to Miller. Oh, terrific goal by Miller! A wonderful volley by Lee Miller. Dennis Wyness with the pass to Lee Miller. One thought in his mind, a thundering volley, and Combe could do nothing in goal. Much better play from Kilmarnock. Space now for Gary Hay. Gap has opened up for him. Good effort. And the offside flag's up against Chris Boyd. Good play again from Wallace. The turn pass came from Miklunas. It's picked up by Burchill. That's for Miller, and a very good bit of defending there by Gary Hay. It's been a comfortable, comprehensive victory for Hearts. They won with a degree of comfort which will be disturbing to Kilmarnock. The final score at Tynecastle, Hearts 3, Kilmarnock 0.
He was going to take part today. I mean, we were a fraction of the side that was here last week. Didn't compete, and you've got to do that when you come here. And so we were second best all around the park, and it just wasn't acceptable.
That was Jim Jeffries. John Robertson, the Hearts boss, joins Archie and myself here in the Executive Lounge tonight. John, since the Romanov Revolution, as it's been termed, do you feel things are starting to come together throughout the club?
I think the club's starting to settle down, which is the most important thing. You know, we didn't, not a lot we could do during the winter's close down to try and get players in and stuff in the deadline. But now we're making improvements on the park, we're getting some good results, and hopefully everything will come together.
Archie, you sat here a couple of weeks ago and expressed doubts about this Romanov revolution, but it seems to be happening at last.
Well, it may be happening. I've still got distant doubts about it. They've still got huge debts. And you really need a financial consultant to talk about them at the moment, quite apart from John's job about putting a team on the park. So I think it still is a little bit of a mystery, because the only asset they have, as John has been pointing out, is Tynecastle. You know, and falling back on anything, it's got to be Tynecastle again. I wish them good luck. I still can't understand the thing about UEFA regulations and that ground. And the good thing is his players are responding. I think that's the most important thing of all. The worry in the background hasn't percolated through to the players.
John, when we see the goals from Saturday's game, what was the main difference between this league match and the cup tie the previous week?
I think Jim hit the nail on the head. I don't think Kilmarnock were anywhere near at their best. We started very well. Great thinking from Stevie Simmons there. It's a good ball through. And young Miko, who's come real breath fresh air at the club, slots it in. So, you know, we got off to a good start and we got a stranglehold in the game early, and we were able to influence it. And I think, you know, no disrespect to Jim or Kilmarnock players, but this is a poor goal by them. You know, it's just one of these freak things that happen. But that put us in easy street. We had lots of chances after that. We've hit the bar, and I'd say Lee Miller could have had a hat-trick. And this was probably the hardest chance of a lot. But when you can see a guy finishing like this, you can see why we're very keen to keep him at the club.
Well, he's signed short-term, of course. Is there a prospect of making him a permanent transfer? Yeah,
well, we spoke to Brian Tierney at Bristol City before he came up about the possibility of doing that, and Brian was very accommodating at the time. We'd wait to see how things happen. Again, due to the confusion of where the club was going, the direction it was going, we couldn't make a definite decision on Lee, but spoke to Mr Romanov on Saturday, and he's given us permission to go forward and strike a deal with Bristol.
And of course, John, this cup tie coming up on Wednesday night must bring back memories of the great Hearts Cup triumph of a few years ago.
Yeah, of course it does. I mean, 1998 for us was fabulous. You know, it's tremendous, and you know, to get your hands on that trophy, it's what it's all about. So, you know, we've got a tough game, as I say. Kilmarnock, it'll be no relation to the team that played on Saturday. They'll come out all guns blazing. They've had their moment a year before when Paul Wright scored to take the cup back to Ayrshire. So both teams want to get back there and sample a bit more.